All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Nisitawasi Cree Nation Culture Camp for our first annual youth land-based gathering. Welcome to everyone. So far, I believe we have Tataskuak Cree Nation, South Indian Lake, I might butcher this, Opipina Cree Nation, and Lynn Lake. Am I missing anyone? No? Is Earl here? SIL. Or Split. Where's the Split crew? Stand up, Split Lake. Where are you? Right there, you're a Split Laker, eh? Where's the rest of your crew? In the cabin? Still in the cabin, all right. We'll skip over to SIL, South Indian. Stand up. Let's see who you are. And Lynn Lake, correct? Stand up, don't be shy. All right, my name's Nick Campbell. I'm the Director of Education here in the Nisitawasi Cree Nation. It's a pleasure to be here. It's really awesome seeing so many people in this facility and on these grounds. It's been a long time coming, having this facility ready to go. Seeing the camp utilized by our schools on a micro basis every day, and then now having about 80 people here, which is awesome to see. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. To open us up, I'd like to call up Virginia Moose to do an opening prayer.
No tainan kisimanto. Kinanas komitnan anuts di midogisigag. Minido amidoan skanya tananas kumwa. Nigisigaminan kami dia anuts kagisigag. Mininanas kumwan kiskinhomagiwin. Aski kiskinhomagiwin. Kagipimi dia ntsosemis nanak tagiskinhomagihitik. Igudinis nan Nigi nanak, ni musomi nanak, no kome nanak iginagita me amichik, tatean skogis kino magichik anigin chosmis nanak, wistaw tamiskagaw, omiskanamiaw, tantiaw yatisip mo tichik nigani, iwanik tamide agaw, tatogisigaw, mininas kumoano ma, kiskino magin, kawayatis padigoma, anong gisigawa. Minä tässä ei dematsigo ei se papi agotsigota. Minä ei pip muttihotsik. Minä tatigi ottihotsik. Tago istagin ei dematsik minä tamidot muhtitsik vista wow. Aga minä tegis tanuguta sagihunan tan sateisikiskin homo agitsik. Father God in heaven, we thank you for another day, for another morning that you have given us today, God. We praise you and honor you for that. Creator God, you are our God, the giver of life, the giver of everything. And thank you for this place that you have honored for us to be here, to guide and to teach our children our ways of doing, knowing, and being. We ask that you would bless in each and every one of these children that are here and help us as elders, as helpers, Father, to reach out to them and to guide them and help them today to honor our ancestors, kimusuminawak, our grandfathers, guguminawak, our grandparents that left us this teaching, that we will carry this teaching for them and to guide them to have good lives, good paths in their journey as they journey on in this lifetime. We ask that you bless our day and the days to come and help us, Father, to keep everyone safe and to have fun and to give them that love, kindness, and to be with them each day as they are here. I ask for your blessing. In Jesus' name, amen. And I'd also like to share something before I go, just to encourage you and why you're here today. Our traditional ways, our culture ways, our ceremony ways, our language, and our land teachings are best because they teach about the Creator. The Creator, the universe, the self, the family, and the community. And so many things you need to be a good human being. In today's world, you need Western education to hunt. But just like in the old days, I couldn't just walk in the wilderness. I needed a diploma in the wind, a degree in the animals, a master's degree on the land, and a doctorate degree in the landscape and everything around us. Today's landscape requires a warrior who can get past their own trauma and overcome the obstacles of colonization. If you study hard and earn one of those certificates, diplomas, degrees, red seals, masters, or doctorates, that is like killing a moose. It will house your family, feed your family, and provide everything your family needs to thrive. And just like our old people, hunting is hard. But it is one of our primary responsibilities. Education is a traditional thing. Migase.
All right, thank you, Virginia. Just some housekeeping items before we get into some introductions. So please do not touch the technology around the room. There's cameras and drones and whatnot, so please leave them alone. We are live streaming the whole next 3 days, so you can look that up on Facebook. We'll take some good drone footage and whatnot, so once again, please leave the technology alone. So our camp elder there was Virginia Moose, who is our student services coordinator at the high school. Some of our guides are Travis Greaves, Tyler Moniaz, and Clinton Moore. We also have myself, Nick Campbell, Bailey Tays, Pipon Moose, Irene Hart, Natalie Tays, camp supervisors, Kim Moore, Bella Tate, yeah, I'm just reading off here, and Genevieve Spence. And we also have guide helpers, Tyler, Lexi Ost, Taylin Connell. And then we do have 3 nurses here in the back. Charlene McIver Spence, Destiny Cordell, and Ariel Brightnose. And we also do have on-call mental health support workers at our school. And we also have the Spirit Horse group here. Put your hands up, who work within our school on counseling, anti-gang prevention, and much more. We also have our tech crew here. And so they're going to be broadcasting everything. And then we have Ross over here as well, who will be taking footage. And Michael with the Nation here. So lots of memories to be captured, which we're looking forward to. Up first, I'd like to call upon Councillor Jeremiah Spence to provide some opening remarks on behalf of Chief and Council.
Thank you, Nick. First of all, I want to say thank you for that opening prayer. Again, my name is Jeremiah Spence. I am a counselor for Nisijawasi Cree Nation. I'm here on behalf of our chief and council. Cannot be here. I'm just very elated this morning seeing everybody here. We'll be practicing our traditions. I just want to greet everybody here to our traditional lands, Nisijawasi Cree Nation. Treaty 5 territory. We got a beautiful country here. So explore all you want, but do not take any of our furs home. I'm kidding. Again, I just want to say that it's such a privilege to be here standing in front of all of you. I want to thank the staff that have put this whole thing together, right from the cooks to the people chopping wood, the teepees beautiful outside. I want to thank the board, and I want to thank Nick for everything that you guys do to make this a success. I won't talk too long because I've got another engagement to go to. So I just want to say, keep our traditions alive and have a great few days here in our territory. And have fun and be safe. Iko sana, kinanas kumit na.
All right, thank you, Jeremiah. I'd like to call upon the chair of our school board, Jerry Primrose, and trustee Lou Moody to say a few words on behalf of the NNCA School Board of Trustees. Thirty seconds.
Seconds, eh? 1, 2. Anyways, I'd like to welcome everybody here that's from Lynn Lake. I don't know if it's Black Sturgeon or just Lynn Lake. Yeah, South Indian. Park, are you supposed to be here? But anyways, I just want to welcome everybody that's here from out of town. I think it's important, when you look at the fact that land base or the culture camp, it's a very important piece of work here. It's taken a few years to get it off the ground. And I know Lou and I had a lot to do with what's happened here in the last few years. And so anyways, I really think that it's so important to teach our children what we were taught. I didn't know I was being taught something when I went with my granny, my grandpa, into Otoine, 3 Point Lake. And that was before the flooding. So I think it's so important that we teach our young children what people have forgotten. And that's basically what it is. People forget what doesn't happen. So, you get all these kids here. I'm hoping that some of them will be doctors, some of them will be teachers, nurses. So anyways, other than being cultural camp, I think it's a very important thing to be a part of, because, nowadays we have to mix the cultural, the outside world, and everything in between. So we're tasked with a humongous amount of work that we need to do, right? So I think that I'm going to leave it at that because I don't have the words to express myself, but I didn't prepare for any speeches. I didn't think I was going to speak. I just came here to participate in the opening. So anyways, with that, I thank you, Mr. Nick, for the opportunity to be here.
All right, thank you. And trustee Lou Moody, say a few words.
I stand before you here because of my father, my ancestors. Like yourself, when you were growing up, schooling was the utmost for me. I love school, especially the athletic portion of school. And at that point in time, I started noticing girls, okay? Then all of a sudden, my dad tells me, he says, Lou, agua, meaning let's go. We're going to go trap. And I said, what? Me? Trap? Yeah, we're going to go tomorrow morning. I said, no. And I said, I have to go to school. And my dad said, no, we're going to go trap. And I said, you know what, I think he's going to blow off. He said, he'll forget about that, so I'm okay, right? So I go to bed early, and all of a sudden I hear somebody walking around and says, Lou, agua. And tipos tamu huigattimak. Okay? In other words, go harness the dogs. Go get them ready. We were the very last ones to ever have a set of dogs. We had 6 dogs, but they were all in a row like this. To rely on them for hunting, fishing, trapping, and all that stuff. I said, no, I don't want to go. I said, no, we're going. Well, with reluctance, I packed what I could. I think I only took 1 pair of shorts, and we left. We were out there for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I was devastated. I did not know what was going on here. But it wasn't until later on in life that I realized how important that teaching that day was. But more importantly, the dogs that we had, we relied on them for sustenance, hunting, fishing, trapping, and all that stuff, right? And when I got there, and I went in the trap line, and he put me through some challenges where, one, we camped, the Midway camp is over here somewhere, okay? We stopped in there. It took us half a day to get there by dogs. So I said, we're gonna make a fire, have lunch, and after that, give me about a half an hour head start. So, half an hour, I'm sitting there, and the dogs are pretty antsy. They're jumping around, they're barking. And I said, I think it's about time now. So I said, okay, let's go. Boy, the dogs just took off. I was riding very fast through the bush. And all of a sudden, I'm going down the hill, all of a sudden, one of the dogs veered off to the left. I said, what's going on here? So I got off, I fell off, I got off, pulled the dogs back in, and he managed to get off. So he took off into the bush. So I have this empty harness. So I unhitched it and put it in the back of the sleigh, and I grabbed a secondary dog, and he did the same thing. Now my heart is pounding. My heart is pounding. Like I think I was 11 years old at that time, 12. And I'm scared all of a sudden. Then all of a sudden, my dad started laughing out in the bush somewhere, right? I said, my God, I can't believe you did that to me. I said that at the back of my mind. I never told him that, right? So off we go. It was getting dark to our destination. We're going down a hill, and all of a sudden, there's a black mark on the ice. And all of a sudden, the dogs took off. And I'm figuring for the worst, I said, they're wolves. So I jumped off, and dogs took off and got on the ice, and he attacked a tree. And my dad laughed at me. He's going like this to me. So he said, son, we got to our cabin. We're going to go check traps first thing in the morning. I said, okay, Dad. So I was sleeping in thick blankets. They were about that thick. And I'm sleeping there. I could feel the heat. I said, Agua, what's this? And I know, I'm too tired. And all of a sudden, I see my breath in the cabin. And I'm panicking. I said, where's my dad? And there's nowhere to be found. He took off, he left without me. So I sat there all day, by the stove, made fire, and I kept looking out, nothing. All of a sudden it got dark. My heart started really pounding. I'm alone, right? Then all of a sudden, I heard a bark. I said, holy shit, pardon my language, but my heart beated with happiness because I knew my dad was coming, right? Then all of a sudden he says, son, go get all my pelts, get them out of the sleigh, put them in the cabin. Tomorrow, we're going to go check the other side of the lake. Okay, make sure you get up. I said, okay. Went to bed. And all of a sudden, he didn't even finish saying Lou. I was up already. Because that was a valuable teaching that I learned, right? Being out there. It's all about survival. It's about understanding, like Miss Moose alluded to. I have graduated. Since then, I appreciate what my dad did. I didn't appreciate it at that time, but today, I thoroughly have an appreciation for what he did for me because I have an honor, I have a doctorate, I have a university degree in hunting, fishing, trapping, and gathering medicine and survival. That's what I have. And I also understand the other culture. I've mastered that too, I believe. So by you being here, you are responsible for yourself, yes. At some point in time, you're asked to be here. It'll click one of these fine days for you. I said, this is the most important teaching that you will ever have, is being together with everybody that's here from different places. And you will share your knowledge or with what you know with everybody else. Because that is a gift that's given to you by the Creator. And you will walk out of here with a lot of pride because survival mode is on the menu right now for all of us all over the world because of climate change. Appreciate and stop and learn what you're being taught today because there's no looking back. You are going to have to be relied on to help somebody else that's not here. So take this time and appreciate and thank your school, your individuals that brought you here for bringing you here because you're in here for a good ride. Other than that, Migusane, and we'll talk later.
All right, thank you, Lou. And just another housekeeping item, if you see an orange sweater, which there's a good ratio here of orange sweaters to non-orange sweaters, that's someone who's, for lack of a better term, getting paid to be here and help you. So students, if you need assistance or an emergency, just look for someone in an orange sweater. Also, George right here, groundskeeper George. If you need anything, you can reach out to him. Yeah, stand up, George. There you go. If you need anything, if the garbage needs to be changed in your cabin or whatever, just let him know or let someone know. Pip, you got to come say a few words, sir.
Yeah, welcome. I appreciate the communities that came in. This is absolutely wonderful. We're going to set up teams later on. Activities start at 1. Lunch will start once ceremonies are done. If you have any questions, obviously come talk to me. But I really appreciate you guys coming out here. Like, we're going to have some competitions, but they're going to be friendly competitions where we set up the teams where the communities are mixed together. You're going to have time to explore the camp. So this is for the students, but it's also for the teachers and chaperones. I know land base is really kicking off throughout the north here, and then you're just getting ideas of what we're doing. This is only 2 years in, so if you guys have questions, and then we have time to explore, talk to any one of us. We got Kim, Clinton, Tyler in the back, myself, Mr. Greaves, Travis. If you have any questions on how things are run, like this is for the students and teachers and chaperones. So we really want to share what we do, but also if you guys have anything for us, we want to share that. As for the teams, I'll set it up later. I might go around at lunchtime. We only have 3 teams here today, 3 teams of 4, but I have it set up. Anything else? Any questions, concerns? No? No? Very good. That's all I got. I didn't prepare anything. Who else is supposed to talk here?
Can I ask you something?
Me.
We're the nurses.
Oh, right.
If any kids, chaperones have any medical conditions or food allergies, please come see us as soon as this is done.
Okay. Who styled my beard? I did. I'm getting pretty good at it. It's like 5 years having this. Oh yeah, my son also had something. So he brought in the apple juice, so thank him for bringing his snack for apple juice. I've seen a lot of kids drinking it. He also put frozen apple juice on by the cabins. He wants you to search for it, then you get like an apple slush. So you'll see him on the cabin. That's Mr. Moose here.
It might be too frozen, so you might have to wait.
Yeah, so be careful.
All right, thank you. All right, so lunch will be here in about 4 minutes. So we'll basically take an intermission until we eat. But before that, I just want to acknowledge our team that put this together. There was a lot of moving parts, a few key members, Bailey, Charlene, Irene, Virginia, Natalie, Kim and Clinton, who are always here taking care of the camp, which is awesome. Who else did I miss? David, Travis, the elementary school, of course. But there's so many more people, Tyler, that we bounce ideas off of and that people just step up. As Pip mentioned, this is the first time doing this and we want to expand it. Last week, we were able to present at AFN in Vancouver and showcase our land-based program, and we made relationships with a gent from Brochet or Lac Brochet who wanted to come, and I know in Split Lake there, they have a pretty progressive land-based program as well. So it's important for the next year we bring more communities together or divert to another community and continuously expand. And I also just want to give a big acknowledgement out to Pip, though. If we can give him a big round of applause. So I think we had this idea, and I got good ideas, and Pip Pip implemented it, so thank you, Pip. So he really took the reins by it and did a lot of work for this. So thank you, Pip, for stepping up and implementing this. Great job so far. We're gonna have a great 3 days here. And one of my favorite quotes from Lou Moody is, "Let your hair down." So it's important to let your hair down. Just go with the flow here. So without further ado, we'll have about a 5-10 minute intermission here. Feel free to go outside, walk around, check things out. We're going to get lunch set up in here so everyone can eat. All we ask, make sure you throw your garbage out. Make sure you be respectful of the grounds and the land. And then we also have snacks for the afternoon. So take a quick break and we'll come back here in about 10 minutes to eat.